So as you guys know, my main role with Selena is the roamer role. And as the roamer, you can pick one of 4 abilities. I will be talking about 2 of them, being Encourage and Dire Hit. So let's start off with the more complicated one, in my opinion, being Dire Hit. So if you guys don't know, they changed Dire Hit to work a bit differently. After inflicting a control effect on an enemy hero, it will mark them for 3 seconds. Allied heroes' attacks on marked targets will deal additional damage, and that damage will scale off like the bonus they get from roaming. So immediately you guys can notice that Dire Hit has a restriction, being that you have to stun an enemy. And if you guys notice, it actually killed some of like the damage roamers, such as Saber and Natalia, and I think Khaled can also use Dire Hit. Or could. For Natalia, it completely killed her because she can't inflict a control effect upon an enemy. But for Saber, he has to ult, and most of the times, your ult is kind of precious in a way, meaning that you have to use it wisely. Now, Encourage grants nearby allied heroes extra physical and magic power. It scales from the gold you get from roaming, and 15% attack speed, which is good for a lot of marksmen or people who rely on basic attacks. Now, in my opinion, Encourage is definitely on paper and in practice better than Dire Hit. Why? Because Encourage is a constant buff to your team and it doesn't have a restriction. Now, if you look back to Dire Hit, you need to inflict a control effect upon an enemy. And a side note, Dire Hit only debuffs one enemy. Although Encourage on paper and in practice is better than Dire Hit, it does not work as efficiently on Selena. Why? Because Selena is not always close to her teammates. In fact, most of the time she's away from her team. As you guys know, Selena's stun duration scales how far her arrow goes. So her being far away from both your teammates and enemies is crucial. That's why Encourage mostly suits supports or tanks, because they're always close to your teammates. Obviously, that does not mean Selena can't run Encourage, but it's just food for thought, I guess. Now, I already went over like why this Dire Hit change was unnecessary, and I won't go into much detail about it. Essentially, before Dire Hit got revamped, there were already 3 blessings that benefited your team. And Dire Hit was the only unique one because of how selfish it was. That's what made it kind of good. I guess Minton just woke up on a random Monday and said, let's make Dire Hit benefit teammates instead. And apart from the new Dire Hit being very inconsistent, it also feels very wonky. Okay, as a Dire Hit user, you probably know who has the mark, but how will your teammates know? There is no clear indication of who has the debuff. As you guys can see, there doesn't seem to be any kind of indication that Dire Hit is active. But one thing that I definitely know I can complain about is that Dire Hit lasts for 3 seconds. Like, let's be so for real now. 3 seconds. Anyway, I mean, the revamp on Dire Hit was completely unnecessary and I don't think anyone asked for it. I guess it's just Minton's job to make everyone's life miserable. But I guess the new Dire Hit isn't all that bad, because it doesn't just allow you to deal more damage but also your teammates, albeit for just a short time. This concludes what I have to say about Dire Hit and Encourage. If I missed anything out or if I said anything incorrectly, feel free to correct me in the comments, or if you guys have anything to add on, then feel free to let me know. In this match, I'll be using the Encourage blessing. I've been trying to switch between Dire Hit and Encourage to see which one actually suits Selena better, and for now, I'm still holding on with Dire Hit. Encourage is still a good option though, since you'll be getting the benefit 100% of the time. But for max utilization, it's better to be around teammates, which Selena can't really do. So I have no idea why this Joy decided to focus me. But sure, I guess. She forced out my flicker, which is bad, but at least I'm alive. And plus, we got 2 kills out of it, so it doesn't matter. The enemies have a Navaria, so as you can see, I don't want to really recall in that bush since it was really obvious I was there. So I moved to a different bush. And as you guys can see, I was kind of right. But then I thought about, this Navaria got like really cocky, so like why not try kill her? Slay! I pinged our Fanny to come and invade the blue buff since Fanny needs as much blue buffs as possible, but I ended up taking it myself instead. So now here I made a mistake. I actually cornered myself between Guinevere and Joy, and I kind of saw Joy on the minimap and I panicked, and yeah, I got caught by Guinevere. I swear, it's really hard to predict really fast characters. Like, I really don't know how I struggle with this. So since the Lord has spawned, I'm waiting for a signal from my Fanny to see if we should take the Lord. So for now, until Fanny tells us to do something, we'll just be around the Lord to pressure them into not taking it. This part is so embarrassing. Like, I don't even want to talk about it. So my brain like stopped working and I was debating whether to dash away in the opposite direction of Brody or dash into the jungle creep to reset my dash. But I ended up just like staying in the bush, so. Selena freeze moment. Not that I would have survived, but the effort is there, I guess. But you know, I always have to spin back and get my revenge. This Brody really thought, like, way to use your flicker and still not get the kill, and you're dead. So the Lord has spawned and I'm not sure we can take it, so for the meantime I'll just pressure the enemies. This part was so funny because I was chasing Navaria and she just ended up running into one of my traps. Like, thank you, girl. You're making my job easier. This is why I say to place random traps. Like, even if it seems weird, just do it. Because, I mean, what are you losing? To be fair, they had a really annoying team comp, and if we let this game go on for like maybe 2 more minutes, we would have lost. Because that team comp is scary. I'm surprised we won against it, to be honest. If you made it this far, I'd like to say thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all next time.